In Houston, and a second ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Extra point forthcoming. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Watson escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They run with Breida. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. His 1st catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Green.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Here's Rudolph. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw, Rudolph. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Smith. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Yeah,
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Richmond. Tiger.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Come back. Come back, come back.
From the gun on third, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Down. Blue lady. Blue lady.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Richmond.
Now it's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Tiger.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it into Marshall. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Flush to his right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The pitch goes to Smith. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Rudolph on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. The spin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second is Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Watson on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room, down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Leopard!
play action. It's Rudolph. Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will have a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Fresh off the pick six, it's Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of the lead?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, third most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's Rudolph. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Smith. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Then run to Marshall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And that goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 62 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
One last throw here for Rudolph. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, they move